Hey everybody, it's me, your nerdy wordy gig pal, her chick, aka Shawnita, aka, okay, no more AKAs. It's just me. And we're going to jump into y'all know I had to sing something. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump into another book character creative sim. This time we're taking it back to my Natural Sisters series. And we're going to do the entourage of Anissa Leaks from My Crowning Glory. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, we're going to start with Ebony and Brianna Abson. They are, well, they're some of my favorite people. I cannot tell a lie. They are super adorable, and they are, I think, she's the only kid in the entire series, first of all. So that's an entire situation. And then what else? Well, you know what? Okay, so I'm gonna just read the little bit that I have for the characters from this novella, and then we can dive right in. So this is a picture of how Ebony's hair looks in the book at the beginning of the book. And so I guess you're gonna get a little bit of a spoiler. Yeah, a little spoiler. You're gonna get to see how her hair looks at the end. Look at your girl, Ebony. Ebony is too cute. Her name is Ebony Abson. And yes, she has a daughter. Her daughter's name is Brianna Abson. And it says that Ebony, again, Natural Sisters, My Crown of Glory. This is the natural hair origin story of Anissa, who starts off the story with a relaxer, and then it kind of just follows her journey into deciding should she go natural and why is it such a big deal for people to decide what to do with their own hair. Oh my gosh. So if you want to read the description for the book, that'll be down in the box below, but we're just going to go ahead and get into Ebony, who is up first, and then we have the other girls who make up her entourage in the book. Okay, so it says Ebony straddles the fence based on who's around about how she feels about Anissa going from relaxed to curly or whatever is hiding underneath those chemicals. And she's a single mom to Brianna. During the book, she's a server manager at one of the fancy restaurants in the local area. The story takes place in Macon, Georgia. But she is a budding photographer. No one knows. She kind of has this little Jones for taking pictures. But of course she does because she looks so good. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So at the beginning of the series, or at the beginning of the book for Natural Sisters, this is the first book in the Natural Sisters series. At the beginning of that book, Ebony and the girls are about 5-6 years out of high school. They've all been just pursuing their lives. Ebony had Brianna, who's adorable. She's so cute, y'all. Look at Brie. Why do all the Sims kids look alike? I'm just saying. Anyway. But Ebony had Brianna, and she's a whiz kid, and she's cheerful. She had her the senior year of high school. We're just gonna start with her, get her out the way. She's adorable. She is Anissa's goddaughter, and she's just a spunky little cute good girl who likes to do her work and keep a low profile. She hangs out with Anissa in the book a few times, and Ebony is our mom. So this is Eb. Ebony, I think I did her whole outfit. Yeah, she has an entire everything. So Ebony's style is I don't know what she's just, Ebony just, first of all, she's model thin, like traditional model thin. Back in the day when this book was written, you had to be, a certain frame, a certain look to model. Nowadays, everyone's a model and you can be any size and have a better chance than you did back in the day at the time the book was written. So I guess I'll let the cat out the bag. Ebony, by the end of the book, even though Ebony was going back and forth about whether or not Anissa should cut her hair, Ebony cuts her hair off. Okay. And if you really want to know all the tea, get all the drama, you have to read the book. It's in Kindle Unlimited if you want to. Shameless plug. But we're moving on. So she's also the one in the book who loves her some wigs and some weave. And, she just treats her hair like an accessory. It's just something that she uses to make her outfits look good, you know, to kind of check her vibe, to tell you what's going on with her. So you could catch her in a long wig, a short wig. But by the time it's all over, by the end of the book, she has cut all that hair, whatever was her hair, off. And now she's rocking, you know, her short do's and trues and whatnot. Okay. So that is our Ebony Absyn. And she and Anissa have known each other since pre-K. Okay. The girls all grew up together. And so that's Ebony. That's her daughter, Anissa's godchild, Brianna. And now we're going to move on to the next part of the entourage. So the next person in the entourage is Miss Portia Steele herself. Okay. Portia is adorable. I like her very much. She was one of my favorite characters to write because, oh my gosh, y'all, she, Portia is off the chain. Portia's mouth is very slick, which I seem to have a penchant for writing slick mouth people. Some people might say it's because my mouth is slick. I know nothing of these things. This is just what I might have heard. I don't know. But let's go ahead and dig into Miss Portia. Portia Steele. So Portia is actually Anissa's actual best friend. Like, so if you had to pick a friend to say, oh, that's our best. Wait, did I forget to go over? I did. I forgot to go over Ebony's traits. Okay, hold on. We go back to that later. You know what? I'm gonna just drop her traits down in the no, she deserves better than that. I'll go over her traits in a second. Let's talk. I clearly wanted to get to Portia. Let's talk about Portia. So Portia, it says, Portia supports Anissa, her best friend's decision. She used to be a makeup counter manager at the busiest mall in the area. But by the time that we're gonna meet her in the Natural Sisters LP, she is still retail manager, but she's also added barista to supplement being a writer. So Portia has watched Anissa follow her dreams, and she has decided she's going to go ahead and launch her writing career. Of course, the end of the book is, you know, back into early 2000s, but now it's our time. So of course she's going to write her own blog, and she's just gonna start like really taking the craft of writing seriously. She hasn't decided if she's gonna go back to school as a non-traditional student. We don't know any of those parts, but they'll all play out in the Natural Sisters Let's Play. But Portia Steele is absolutely adorable. She's a friend of the world, which means she's gregarious. She's very self-assured. She's an art lover. And she's outgoing, which is great and actually not normal. Most writers, like myself, tend to be a little introverted, which is good because writing is a very isolated kind of, it's an isolated vocation. You spend a lot of time alone with your thoughts, and you have to, you know, process them, express them, kind of dig down in them and things like that. So if you're not comfortable being alone with yourself, or if you like people, you're an extrovert, then writing can be challenging, but there are lots of writing communities and stuff like that. So you can go do that. I don't do that because I'm an introvert and unapologetic about it. Moving along. So then we have just a little input in look at her style. So it's going to be interesting writing about a writer who's not an introvert, who's actually doing it for the connection, to get to know people, to get her words out in the world, and to have people talk back to her. Like, that's what Portia wants to do. She wants to use her voice, and she wants to use her love for words to like give a voice to other people. Yeah, that's kind of her deal. So these are her styles. She's still rocking some of her looks from the actual Natural Sisters story, because, you know, they went to the club a lot. They used to hang out a lot. Especially when Anissa was dealing with that situation with work and things like that. I don't have like favorite colors and all that. These characters are a little less profiled. They're really just like, this is like my fun series that I wrote after I wrote the Holiness series, because I mean, writing about HIV awareness and breast cancer and obesity, they were all near and dear to my heart, and I learned a lot because I'm very heavily like into research when I'm writing, but they were also like very heavy subjects. So I wrote the Natural Sisters series to inject some fun into my books, and my new series, the Gig Power series, is also a lot of fun, and it's about like women in tech and stuff like that. So I love it. Anyway, that is Miss Portia. She does not have any babies and she is very single. So we'll be pursuing that. As you guys know, I am a story summer and that's the part I like. I like the story and I don't know, like, you know, just playing with my characters from the books. Oh, I love The Sims for that. We're going to check on the next character. Oh, the next character. Y'all know I have to have like a villain or an anti whatever. You know, every story needs some conflict. And the next person we're going to meet from Anissa's entourage brings drama into the story. Here we go. So, hello, Miss Zoe Williams. Zoe, oh, Zoe. Zoe cuts the entire monkey in this book. Okay, like, Zoe. What can we say about Zoe Williams? Okay, what did I say about Zoe Williams? So Zoe gives Anissa the most flack. She is like super passive aggressive with it in the book. She does not want Anissa to go natural. She's in college part-time and she's working a customer service job. And she still lives in her parents' home. Her parents have moved back to Kansas to care for their aging parents who own the family house back in Kansas. And her parents has already told her, look, we're not moving back to Macon. You can have a house in Macon. That was where your dad's job was. That's over. We're retired. They have, you know, they made some good money decisions. And so they're living in Kansas again to take care of the grandparents. And Zoe basically has the run of the house, no bills. So she's doing all right. And they also had like a family tragedy that kind of gave them some money in the worst way to get some money, but it happened. So that is the situation. That's the fish with Zoe. Let's jump into her. So Zoe is super cute. I mean, you cannot lie. This girl is adorable. She is, let's see what she got. She's I was trying to change it. What you doing? Master mixologist. And she has the essence of flavor because of that. She's a foodie. She's hot-headed. She's a perfectionist. So I haven't decided if Zoe's going to like go into like a master chef or, I mean, I would love for her to do something like that, but only if you can see the Sims play. Like, I think that kind of storytelling is super fun because then like you could like follow her into like becoming a mixologist or just watch the story unfold, which is fun when you can actually watch the story unfold. No more rabbit holes. So if that doesn't happen, then we'll only see Zoe in the after hour stuff when she's hanging with the girls, which will still be fun, but you know, just not the same as being able to follow her to like one of the real jobs, like the get to work jobs. So for right now, she's doing that and she's in school. So we might get to see her in school. She might end up, you know, meeting somebody else from another Let's Play in school. I don't know. So again, they live in Macon, so it's hot. Although with the current living situation, the heat has not hit the world like it normally does because half the world's been at home. But anywho, these are just her clothes, what she wears when she goes to do her thing at her customer service job. These are her workout clothes. Again, she's a foodie, so she's like, the world is my oyster. She doesn't really know what she wants to do. She's in therapy because of all the stuff that happened in the book. Y'all have to read the book because her and Anissa get into it. But the one thing that does happen is they make up, they stay friends. They don't let what happened in the story ruin their literal like 15-year friendship. Like these girls, again, they started together in pre-K. So they're like still buddies, still together, still pals. A lot like my foster sister and her friends. They've been together. They've been friends since like elementary school. And they're still friends to this day. Like, I mean, I'm still, of course, friends with my foster sister, but like they're still tight and they still hang out and stuff like that. So this, you know, that friendship bond and that thing, I kind of like wrote it as homage to my foster sister and her friends because they're like really tight. And I think that's super special and beautiful. And you just don't see that a lot nowadays. But they have it. So this is her winter wear. I love playing digital Barbies, aka The Sims, with my book characters. So we still have to go back and look at Ebony's traits. So let me pull her back up and then we'll be done and I'll be shooting another video or seeing y'all in the next video. Be right back. Okay, we're back with Eb and her traits. She is a super parent, of course, If you read the book, if you read My Crown and Glory, which again is available on Kindle and KU, if you don't have any extra money and you pay for your Kindle Unlimited subscription, go and get it popping. She's family oriented, she's cheerful, and she is self assured. So those are Ebony's traits. We already went through her clothes and stuff earlier, and that's pretty much everything I have for you. These are the girlfriends that make up the friend-nanigans in the Natural Sisters first story. You can listen to the podcast, me trying to learn how to podcast and read my books. It's very interesting on my podcast. That'll be up through the end of this year. Just something I was doing to give back while I was finishing my graduate degree. And we'll get to watch her and little Brianna grow up together as they pursue their dreams in Simland. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed meeting these wonderful book characters from the Natural Sisters series. And you know, I gotta tell you, share, comment, like, subscribe, drop down below. Are you still friends with anybody you knew back in the day, like preschool, elementary school, high school, middle school, or all of your friends from college? Because that's the thing that happens too. Anyway, drop a comment. I do talk back. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you where? Y'all know where I'm gonna see y'all. I'm gonna see you in the next video.